CNN. A UNICEF spokesman defended death toll reported from Gaza, saying the organization's figures matched those from Health Ministry of Gaza, which has historically been under Hamas control. More than 10,000 Palestinians were killed Israeli airstrikes last month, according to information the Palestinian Ministry of Health in Ramallah received from sources. Hamas-controlled Gaza. Among them are thousands of women, children and the elderly. Israel's offensive on Gaza has since destroyed neighborhoods and thousands of sites that Hamas says are its targets, including refugee camps. Warnings from Israel Defense Forces caused many people to flee to the southern part of Strip. CNN cannot independently verify the health department's death toll, but UNICEF spokesman James Elder said Tuesday that organization's estimates were closely aligned with the department's past estimates, giving him confidence in current figures. Our numbers were a few percent of that. Almost the same. We don't have that concern based on past history, he told CNN's Julia Chatterley. As UNICEF, we are very, very sensitive about our numbers. We have credibility not only because we are on the front lines and deliver, but because we have the evidence, he said. He said UNICEF was meticulous in its reporting procedures, using triangular verification to analyze intelligence, which was more time-consuming but much more comprehensive. I know boys, girls, mothers, fathers in back. I think that's why we're so angry on part of UNICEF that they're continuing to escalate. We're not able to get a humanitarian ceasefire, he said. He adds that there are parents who will wake up with grief every day now. The figures from Gaza were met with skepticism in some quarters. U.S. President Joe Biden said last month he had no confidence in the number of civilian casualties reported. A White House spokesman later said the department was a front for Hamas but did not dispute that thousands of Palestinians and mostly innocent civilians had been killed. Following Biden's statements, Gaza Ministry of Health published a 212-page report listing deaths in Gaza since beginning of war, blaming Israel. On Tuesday, large numbers of Palestinians evacuated northern Gaza within the 4-hour window allotted by the Israeli army. Videos show children, women and the elderly walking along the highway holding ID cards and white flags showing hopes for safe passage. The UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs said about 5,000 people fled on foot to southern Gaza over a 4-hour period on Monday. Amputations without anesthesia calls for a ceasefire have become more urgent and widespread internationally as more details emerge about suffering in the isolated strip that is almost completely cut off from outside world. A World Health Organization spokesman said on Tuesday that some Gaza doctors were performing surgeries, including amputations, without anesthesia. Nothing can justify the horrors suffered.